Fuck that shit up, Quay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Syndicate, where you know data meets dollars. How's everybody doing? God bless you all. Thank you for coming back to watch another video. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. We got a lot of different models that we produce, and we're actually profitable on them. Also, the link to the Discord is in the description. It's an absolutely free community. Come on in, have some fun, chop it up. Engage. Don't just stand in the back of the class chewing on a pencil eraser. Jump in and have some fun. What else? We got about 12 games on the slate today. So let's go over those 12 games and we'll go through each one. And we'll try to find some props, and I'll give you my leans based on who I think will win and based on the model projection. So we got the Patriots and the Bengals, the Steelers and the Bears, the Jets and the Ravens, Seahawks and Titans, Giants and Lions, Vikings and Packs, Colts and Chiefs, Browns and Raiders, Jags and Cardinals, Falcons and Saints, Eagles, Cowboys, Bucks and Rams. Just looking over this list, I can already see who I would assume to win. But however, the NFL is totally unpredicted or scripted, however you want to call it. But we're going to try to find some value in these player props, all right? So let's jump into it. Let's have some fun. Let me throw on my glasses so I can get a little bit more in depth here. All right, so we got the Patriots and the Bengals. First off, let's go to quarterbacks who have the highest potential to throw interceptions. You got JJ, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, Tyrod, Carson Wentz, Lamar Jackson to throw a pick. Oh, man. We got Patrick. We got Spencer. We got Tua. We got Shador Sanders. Definitely. Shador's on the model. Let's go to passing touchdowns. Here's your passing touchdowns for each player and their projected passing touchdowns. Scroll on down. You'll see all that right there. All right, that's all the quarterbacks and their passing touchdowns. We'll go by team, passing yards, top passing yards. I haven't dealt with the completion market. I might mess with the completion and the attempts market. That I haven't played with yet this year, but it's definitely something I might like to do. Here's all your rushing touchdown guys. Guys expected to get the most rushing touchdowns. And here's the list of everybody, the running backs who should be getting in the end zone. You got Josh Allen. You got Jaden Daniels. I think he's out. And Jackson Dart. Them two is just running. You can take a Josh Allen and Jackson Dart parlay every day of the week. And that's your rushing touchdown, guys. Here, I'll scroll down some more so you guys can see some more guys. Here's the top list of running backs to get rushing touchdowns. All right, that's the other list. Here's the list here. And then we'll go by team so you can see their production on each team. All right. Going down to receiving touchdowns. Here's your top guys to get receiving touchdowns. Just remove like quarterbacks, but everybody else is cool. You don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Because they have other stats that just line up. That's why you're in there, but here's all the receiving touchdown guys. Just look at wide receivers. That's mainly what you want to pay attention to, wide receivers and tight ends. But that's the top list. And scrolling down more, here's your sacks. When I do sacks, everything always pops up. So you just want to look at defense. Yeah, see, the top defensive guy is Micah Parsons. All right, guys, let's get into it. And the reason that the wide receivers show up is because they have other stats that are just correlated to other things, so they show up that way. But anyway, let's get into the Pats and the Bengals. Let's go to Patriots and Bengals. I might change this to how I did the NBA, so it's a little bit more easier for me. We got New England. Let's jump it off. All right, here's New England. Let's jump to quarterback. Here's your quarterback projections for Drake May. All right, Drake May looks like he's going to have a good day out there. I'm liking what I'm seeing by Drake May. They got the Bengals today, so let's go check the Bengals out after this. Running backs. Here's the running back projections, receiving yards, touchdowns, receiving touchdowns, rushing touchdown. Travion is sitting high. He might have another two 2-game touchdown. Yeah, Travion is sitting high, and he's a stout back. I like what I saw, what I've been seeing. Wide receivers, I'm liking the Patriots so far. I'm favoring the Patriots. Stephon with 4 catches and a tutty. Let's go down to tight ends. It's a tight end, Hunter Henry getting loose. Defense, any sacks out here? Yes, Barmore, potential to get a sack, as well as Wise. So Barmore or Wise to get a sack. I'm favoring New England right now. Let's jump over to Cincinnati. And here's Cincinnati. Here's Joe Flacco. Look like he's going to have a good day passing. So this looks like a passing game overall. Yeah, definitely looked like a passing game overall. Definitely. Jumping into running backs. Chase Brown, good day on the ground for Chase. The Bengals is looking good. Chase for an anytime touchdown. Wide receivers. Jamar Chase look like he's going to have a day. T. Higgins looks like he's going to have a day. Now I'm starting to lean towards the Bengals. Tight ends. Who's at home? The Bengals are at home. That's going to be a great crowd. Cincinnati has a great crowd. 29 for Noah. That's tight ends and defense. Hendrickson for anytime sack. That's pretty high for anytime sack right there for Hendrickson. All right. So my leans on this game, the Pats and the Bengals. I'm going to lean. I mean, obviously everybody's going to think the Patriots is going to win this. I'm sure the public is heavy on the Patriots. Drake May was. They didn't know what Drake May was bringing early in the season. Now everybody's catching on. But, you know, every Superman has to have a downtime. So I'm going to take the Bengals here. And I'm sure that they're not favorited because the books is going to want everybody to take the Patriots. So give me Bengals plus the points. Jumping into Bears and Steelers. Let's go check out Pittsburgh. Jump over to quarterbacks. Jump over to Pittsburgh. And in this matchup, we got Aaron Rodgers not looking like he's going to have a great passing day at all. No, he doesn't. Jumping over to running backs here. Here's the running backs, Jaylen Warren. Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell looked decent on an anytime touchdown out the backfield, 0.71. A little dump off or something for Kenneth. Wide receivers. DK. This is how it's looking. Not great. That's what I'm saying. I'm not seeing anything on Pittsburgh's side. I like what the model's showing me here. So right now I'm going to lean Chicago, especially if it's at Chicago. Pittsburgh, TJ Watt, anytime sack 0.37 is pretty up there. Going to quarterbacks, and we're going to Chi-Town. I think Chicago's at home. Yeah, Chicago's at home. Caleb looked like he's going to have a better day passing for sure. Any rushing touchdowns for Caleb? 20% chance he run one there. Jumping over to running backs. Here's your running back list. DeAndre Swift. I think he is back. Here's his projections. I would go with Menenge to get in the end zone. That he has a 70% chance of getting in the end zone. Wide receivers. Odonzi has been balling. I ain't even going to hold that one. Tight ends. Loveland. And defense. Sacks. You can look at Dexter. He's the highest on the squad. Jumping over to, we already looked at Pittsburgh. So in this one, I'm going to lean Chicago. I'm definitely leaning the Bears in this one. Give me the Bears. And I'm taking points. I'm going with points, not money lines. I'm going with points. Jets and Ravens. Let's go check that out. Going with quarterbacks, and let's go to New York Jets, man. Oh, man. What if the Jets beat the Ravens, bro? That would be a payday. Jets, Tyrod Taylor. Yes, start him. Tell me you're starting him. Still, I mean, the production is going to be the same because he hasn't been out there a lot. So, Tyrod Taylor, if he is starting, high percentage chance to throw a pick. Running backs, Breece Hall, not having a good day on the ground. Receiving touchdowns, Breece might get one out the backfield on the check down or something like that. Wide receivers, here's your wide receiver list for New Jersey. Nothing looking spectacular there. Tight ends and defense. We got Huff to get a sack. McDonald, he's a beast. McDonald's a beast. Quarterbacks, let's go to Baltimore. See what Lamar gonna do out here. Yeah, Lamar looking good. His numbers don't pop off the board, and they haven't all season. Lamar throwing a pick though, that is crazy. I remember it used to be 0. Running backs, Derrick Henry. The big Mack truck getting a touchdown today. Give me Derrick Henry for an anytime touchdown. I would definitely take that, especially on this Jets defense for sure. And if it's showing, the model's showing me that Lamar is going to throw a pick, so I can see them running that ball a little more. Devontae Walker is looking great. Great numbers. All these, yeah. See, I'm taking, give me the Ravens already. I'm taking the Ravens plus the points. That was easy. The Ravens is going to have a good day. The Ravens at home. The Ravens are at home. So, yeah, this is going to be a good day in Baltimore. Defense, and here's your defense. And Clowney, if he even plays over there, or Matabuki, Matabuki, he'd be cashing for us. All right, so that's the Jets. Let's go to Titans and Seahawks. Jump over there. Tennessee, let's find Tennessee. Here's Tennessee, Cam Ward. Let's see what Cam gonna do. 3 passing touchdowns. Cam's gonna have a breakout day soon. Rushing touchdowns 0, interceptions 18. He is expected to get out of that backfield with 40 rushing yards. That might be a decent prop to take a look at, Cam rushing yards, because he's gonna have to run. Jumping to running backs, let's take a look. Tony Pollard looks like he's going to have a day rushing touchdowns. Tony just has not been producing. Come on over to New York, man. We can take you with the Giants. Wide receivers, nothing great. Nothing great for Tennessee. I'm already fading Tennessee just based off the output and what I'm seeing. I'm not liking Tennessee here. Sacks, key for anytime sack. Let's jump over to Seattle. Seattle going to whoop they ass. Seattle gonna be this is a blowout. Give me Seattle off the rip. Seattle's one of my favorites coming out of the NFC. Sam Darnold looks like he's gonna have a day. 2 touchdowns, I can see that. Rushing touchdowns, throwing a pick, Sam Darnold. I don't know, maybe it's the weather, but these guys are definitely projected to throw a pick. Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet look like they both gonna have good days. And Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. So that run game going to be popping for them. I would probably take plus 50 for Kenneth Walker or something like that. Wide receivers, Jackson and Jigba, definitely 40% chance of getting a touchdown. Go with Jackson. JSN, tight ends, there you go. And defense, any sacks out here. Great market right here. Jay Reed, he's a beast. He's going to get in that backfield. And Hall. So those are 2. We ran with Seattle on that play. Giants and Lions, let's go check them out. Giants. And then once we get halfway through the slate, I got to take a break and then I'll be back. New York Giants. Here's your Giants. Jackson Dart looks like he's going to have it together. Throwing some great balls, rushing yards, very high for a rushing touchdown, 1.29. I'll definitely be playing Jackson Dart for anytime touchdown. That's just a basic. That's been guaranteed weekly. Cam's out, so we got Devin Singletary, 956. High percentage chance for Devin Singletary to get in the Devin Singletary. I'm liking that. I'm liking that Devin Singletary play. Yeah, I'm liking that. Wide receivers, here's your wide receiver list for the Giants. Tight ends. And let's jump over to the defense. We got Theobodu always up there. He never comes through though. That's because he's that linebacker, and we haven't been dominant enough for him to get through, but he is projected. Detroit, let's go to quarterbacks. This is going to be I think this is going to be an entertaining game. Plus, I'm a Giants fan, so I really think this is going to be an entertaining game. Let's go look at Jared Goff. Jared Goff for a rushing touchdown today. What did it look like? 0. Yeah, he ain't doing nothing. 0.41 on the picks, nothing there. 2.4 passing touchdowns. All right, so the Giants defense is looking okay. Let's see what Sonic and Knuckles is going to do. Sonic and Knuckles, boy, them boys, 90% chance for Gibbs. Take Jamar Gibbs for anytime touchdown, 0.90% chance, and receiving's 0.67. Jamar Gibbs, anytime touchdown for sure. Wide receivers, I like Gibbs. Give me Gibbs and Singletary right now. That's looking good. That's popping. AJ Brown, Khalif, and Isaac for Detroit. We're missing. No, we got him. Tight end, Sam Laporta. That's pretty decent for tight ends and defense. I'm taking the Giants. I'm going to take the Giants and the points. They played great against Green Bay last week. They really did. So I might even go Giants first half. Giants first half with the points. I might do that. They come out hot and then they start fading. So I'm going to put Giants first half. And I'll take the spread either way. We got the Vikings and the Packers. One more after this. Well, I'll do this one and then I got to take a break. And Minnesota. All right, here's Carson Wentz, what he's looking like, and J.J. McCarthy. J.J. came in inspired, but he's just not him. Rushing touchdown. Ooh, J.J. McCarthy, 2.03. Give me J.J. McCarthy for any time, for just to throw a pick. J.J.'s throwing a pick. He's throwing a pick. Running backs, Aaron Jones. Here's his stats. I like him, but Jordan Mason also looks great with a 40% chance of getting in the end zone. Wide receivers, Jamar Jefferson, Jordan Addison. Here's all the stats here. Addison's just been great. And Jamar Jefferson, I just got to fix that. Yeah, because I had an issue trying to get him in there. So that's why you got two projections here. But the one for Jefferson is this top one. So Jefferson is looking like he's going to have a day. The stats are a little inflated here, but I'll take Jefferson on his over, whatever it is, against oh, well, they got Green Bay. So, see, that's what I'm saying. This Jefferson's Jacksonville, this Jefferson's Arizona, but they're still showing up under Minnesota. So, just X-nay the Jefferson. When I get time, I've been working on the NBA because it's been very profitable, but I'll work over there, and I'll jump back into this model and fix that up. Hawkinson, that's his projections, and defensive projections. Here's the defensive projections. Any sacks? We got Pace right here with the 0.07. That is that. Let's jump over to Green Bay, see what they got going on. I love Green Bay's, what Green Bay's doing over there with Jordan Love. Jordan Love got a sniper arm. His arm is sniper. Jordan Love, decent. 2.8 on the passing touchdowns. You know he's not running that thing in. Looking all right. Looking like he's going to have about 17 completions. I might take his 15 plus completions. I'm going to play the completion market today. Running backs. Here's your running back projections here. And it's looking like Josh Jacobs has a high percentage chance of getting in the end zone. Wide receivers. Here's your wide receiver projections. Christian Watson. Jumping over to tight ends. Here's your tight ends. And defense. Here's your defense. Ooh, a lot of pressure. Micah Parsons. Anybody else? No, just Micah, really. And a half a sack guy will be our Gary right here. Our Gary. Our next game, we're going up. Oh, I got to give a prediction for this one. Vikings and Packers. Ooh, I'm going to stay away from this. This is a divisional game, and I don't want no parts of it. This is going to be a snobber knocker, and I don't want any parts of this game. So the Vikings, I'm not giving any picks for that, but you can see what the model has presented. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. Next game on the slate is the Colts and the Chiefs. We got the Chiefs up right now. Here's Patrick Mahomes and what he's looking like. Great passing day for Pat. 24 completions. Wow, Pat. Rushing touchdowns, low. Interceptions, 1. He's up there, but we've seen higher. Let's jump to running backs here. We got Kareem Hunt and Pacheco. Here's their lines. And rushing touchdown, who's that? Kareem Hunt, 1.03. He's going to be in the red zone. All right. All right, this is going to be a good game. This is definitely going to be a good game. Wide receivers, let's take a look at this. Who's that? Rashee Rice, 0.44. That's looking real good for Rashee Rice. That's looking real good. Jumping down to tight ends. We got Kelsey. That's looking good. I think he scored one last week. Little hurdle over the goal line. Defense. And the Chiefs lost to the Broncos last week. Karlaftis, he's going to get a sack for sure. Karlaftis for sure. Let me put Karlaftis down. Karlaftis, I like him. Let's jump over to who they got? The Colts. This is good. This is a good matchup. Let's jump into the Colts. All right, we got Daniel Jones. Oh Lord. Oh, Danny's 8 completions. Danny. Oh, the Chiefs is gonna whoop them. The Chiefs is gonna whoop the Colts. This is a bounce back game for the Chiefs. Jonathan Taylor, he's gonna do his thing, of course. You know, you can't stop that. But as far as overall offense, the Chiefs is definitely looking like they are the way to go. Yeah, I'm liking the Chiefs. Tight ends and defense. There's your defense, and you got Pay to get a sack or Buckner to get a sack. These are some great plays out here. I'm taking the Chiefs plus the points. Easy. That's an easy one. Andy Reid's coming back with a vengeance. We got the Browns and the Raiders. Should we even go over this game? Like, should we even discuss this Browns and Ravens game? Should we even discuss this game? We got Shedeur Sanders. I'm not betting on Shedeur. I said it in the Discord. I'm not playing anything on Shedeur. He just doesn't have a good sample size to even taste. There's nothing here. Throwing a pick for sure. But other than that, nothing's here. And I'm wishing the best, honestly, but there's just nothing here for him. Running backs, Kushan Junkins. It looks like he's going to have a hell of a workload. 17 touches. That's a lot. 6.95 for Junkins. He's gonna be the bell cow. He's gonna have to be. Wide receivers, nothing. They can't get him the ball. Tight ends, the routes, the ball's gonna be off. It's gonna be a lot of miscommunication. Yeah. David Njoku, especially in the heat of the moment, it's gonna be a lot of miscommunication. Sacks, we got Z Smith for a sack for Cleveland, and that's it. You can just bank on. Let me see. Yeah, you can just basically bank on Myles Garrett to get an anytime sack. You can just bank on it. Like, there's no even reason to post it. Like, he's going to do his thing. Let's jump over to the Raiders. The Raiders quarterbacks. Gino. Let's go check Gino out. Gino, what they talking about you going to do today? Gino, he's looking okay. Looking all right, Gino. Picks. Yup, Gino throwing a pick. They better off giving Kenny Pickett some love out there. Let him do his thing. Old Pit boy. Running backs, Ashton Genty, Michael Myers. 40% chance of getting in the end zone. Not a big fan of that play at all. Wide receivers. Tight ends. What's Brock doing? Yeah, Brock up there. 4 catches for Brock. Yeah, Brock's up there. And defense, I can see Brock doing this thing. Defense, Wilson 11 and Butler is 12. I am taking, if I had to pick, the Raiders, man. Give me the Raiders to win. Give me the Raiders plus the points. I just don't see Shedeur being able to. I don't see that. Just it's not. The model isn't showing me that right now. And like I said, it's just not a big enough sample size. Jacksonville showed off last week. Let's go check out Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, 189. Any rushing touchdowns for Trevor? 0.74. Trevor. Put Trevor down for any time touchdown. He might get one for you. Running backs, Travis Etienne. I'm taking Etienne to get a touchdown this week. He's a November baller. Definitely a November baller. Mr. Clemson. Wide receiver. I'm liking Jacksonville so far. I see a lot of passing distribution. Tight ends and defense. Who they got? Arizona. Let's go over here and check them out. Arizona. I might take Arizona here. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett is killing it. Give me the Cardinals here. Is the Cardinals at home? Yep. Give me. Oh man, he's looking great. I'm taking Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby actually came in and played better than Kyler. Give me the Cardinals here. Definitely give me the Cardinals. Let's jump over to the running backs. We got Trey Benson looking like he's going to have a good day. No rushing touchdowns, but he's going to be up there. I can see that. I think, yeah, just like the model is saying, Jacoby's going to do his thing. Trey McBride, definitely. I take Trey McBride every day of the week. Marvin Harrison's looking good. Dorche is looking good. Or Dorch, however you want to pronounce it. Tight ends and defense. I'm running with the Cardinals here. Sack, Sweat, he came through for us all the time. Big Sweat. That might be my Karlaftis, and Sweat might be my two-man sack parlay. We got the Falcons and the Saints, guys. We got a couple more games, and then we're out of here. Let's go to Atlanta. Michael Penix is injured, so Kirk Cousins is the guy. Kurt is going to be throwing the ball in the dirt. That's what it's looking like. I don't see him coming out and showing off. This is one of them dome games, boring-ass dome games. Running backs, Bijan, looking like he's going to have a day, high percentage chance to get a rush touchdown. Him and Aguilar or Algier, they both look good to get a touchdown out there. Jumping to wide receivers, Drake London, of course, he's the only one to potentially get one, and we know he got sticky hands. That boy got frog hands. They just stick. Harrison for sacks coming down. It's just Harrison, really. Harrison. Or you can take Oyamada. So either one of those two would, fit the mold there. Jumping over to New Orleans. Let's slide down here to New Orleans. Where you at, New Orleans? There you go. Here's New Orleans. Spencer Rattler, what he's going to do. Or Tyler, either one of those two. I haven't checked to even see. But we got projections for both, so whoever comes out, do their thing. That's what it's looking like. Passing interceptions, more so for Rattler than Sugg. And passing touchdowns, one each. Running backs, Alvin Kamara, rushing touchdowns, 0. Receiving touchdowns, 0. Alvin's just not been himself recently. Wide receivers, Olave, definitely looking real good. Tight ends, nothing really. And defense, we got any sack guys over here? Best guy is D. Davis. And other than that, everything's normal. Or you can go with Shepard because just based on the numbers, he's the highest on there. Falcons and Saints, I'm staying away from this game. This is a no-play game as well. I just already know what that game's going to look like, and that's a prop. That's a prop game. So the Vikings and Packers is a prop game, and the Falcons and Saints is definitely a prop game. Eagles and Cowboys. Now we talking. Now we got another banger. Let's go check it out. Let's start with the Cowboys, I guess, since we're here. Dak looking okay. 23 completions. Dak good loose. Rushing touchdowns. Okay, Dak. So with these 23 completions, what it look like? We know they can't run the ball. Nothing jumping off on the running backs, man. Nothing ever. If anybody get in for that running back core, it would be Miles Sanders, but he has less than a 10% chance of getting in that end zone. Wide receivers, George Pickens, definitely. CeeDee Lamb, definitely. Just pick your poison. The tight ends, Jake Ferguson for a tutty, 2 catches, about less than 20 yards. Defense, we got D. Lawrence. That's about it. Nothing spectacular sticking out. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but they don't have a ground game, and that's what's going to make it crazy. I think Say gets loose today. Here's the defense for the Eagles. Anything. We got Smith and Carter to get a sack, and I can see them definitely roaring down the line on Dak Prescott. Jalen Hurts, 2 passing, 191, under 200 for Jalen. And rushing touchdowns, 0.46, looking good. I'm excited to see what Say looks like. Running backs for Saquon Barkley. 20 touches. Ooh, get loose. They giving him a workload. Receiving touchdown, rushing touchdown, say. He hasn't been scoring every week, but with 20, man, you get a ball to Saquon 20 times, he's getting in the end zone. I'll take that bet 100 over. I'll take that bet 100 out of 100 times. Receiving touchdowns, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson. That's all you got there. Tight ends. This is the projections for tight ends. And jumping down to defense. And here's your defense projections. You got Smith to get a sack. We already went over that first thing. So in this matchup, I really don't know. Just based on 20 touches to Saquon, I'm going to roll with the Eagles. Who's at home? Dallas is at home. It's going to be a hostile environment for the Eagles. It'll be a good win for Dallas. Man, I really don't know. If I had to guess, I will take the Eagles. They just figure out a way. Nothing is going great, but they just figure out a way to win. All right, guys, our final game is the Bucs and the Rams. Another great game here for the Bucs and the Rams. That's two great games coming on there. Let's go to Tampa Bay. Where y'all at? All right, let's go take a look at quarterbacks. What you got for me? Baker looking okay out there. 20 completions. That's a good day. Rushing touchdowns. 0.35 for Baker to rush one in. All right, Baker. Let's jump to running backs. Bucky Irving and Sean Tucker. So we're going to go with Sean Tucker or Rasheed White, whichever one of those guys are in. I don't know. I didn't look over any injury reports. All right, wide receivers. Here's your wide receiver projections. Here's your tight end projections. And here's your defense for Tampa Bay. And sacks, Diaby to get a sack or Cansey to get a sack. One of those two guys. And let's go check the Rams out. And the final game on the slate here is the Rams. And then happy betting, guys. Y'all do your thing, man. Have some fun. You got Matthew Stafford. Oh, yep. We're taking the Rams automatically. I'm sorry, Baker. Baker is going to have a game to beat Matthew Stafford. Both of them having 20 completions. I might take that bet 20-20 for both of them. These are two great arms. This is a great shootout. Corum, 65. Any rushing yards for Corum? No. Tight ends, quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. Puka, definitely. Devontae Adams up there, right there. Tight ends. And here is your defense for the Rams. You got Young. Young's about it. All right, guys. God bless you all. It is the Sports Syndicate. Y'all see the model. Like I always say, some players are there, some players are not. But the model is sharp. It will give you edges that you won't even notice until you get that green check mark or that trophy showing you that you slip or you bet actually cash. So guys, again, thanks for watching another video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not in the Discord, the link to the Discord is in the description. God bless you all. It's the Sports Syndicate. We out.